Alright, let's take a little look around the FX9 for those of you that have never seen one up close. Well, it's meant to be on the shoulder, so it is a proper ENG style documentary camera. If you do have it out of the box, it'll have a built-in shoulder plate there. You don't need to add on any further accessories. I've got the tilter cage on here, just because one, I think they make the best camera accessories, and two, it was the most low-profile cage you could get for it. You'll see a lot of others where it's much chunkier down here between the camera and the VCT plate. Just adds too much height to it. I'd much rather have the lens in my eye at a more normal level when it's on my shoulder. We can see here we've got a little 2-ball small rig adapter on here, the NATO rail, which is attached through at the front. I forget who makes this because it's been on there a while, but it's just much better than the original loop. The screw hole in the back of here, you can mount an external monitor like a 5-inch to get a better looking image. The cards go in here. XQD cards in this one. They're the grandfathers of the CF Express everyone's using now. Depending on what lens you've got on there, you can pop that, extend this. You can have a BP battery in there so that you can hot swap your V-locks, and also helps balance out the rig a bit better than it would otherwise be if you have a big lens on and just a small V-lock on the back. As you can see here, we've got a couple of custom buttons here. There's one down here. We've got them over on the grip as well. We've got the shape quick adjust grip on there. You can see we've got 1, 2, and people often miss 3 custom buttons on the grip there. So you can be super reactive if you're doing anything observational. And once you get used to all your button arrangements, essentially you just play it like an instrument. This thing has buffer recording. Now I know with the FX6 and the Burano you also get that, but on the XAVCL format you can buffer record up to 28 seconds. For those that don't know, you can be constantly recording 28 seconds on a loop and then just hit record and it'll store that previous essentially 30 seconds. And also, unlike the FX6, as we all know, it's just a rebodied A7S III, you get true 4K recording also in Super 35 mode because it's a downsampled 6K sensor. This has the locking E mount, which I love, especially when you've got a lens like this, or you've got bigger cinema glass on there. It's a much more secure mount for your lenses. So you don't have to worry if you're throwing the camera around during the day, but you've got some heavy glass on there. No need for any external support. And even though the firmware's not been updated for a long time, the firmware that's currently on this allows you to shoot both full frame stills cinema glass, traditional Super 35 cinema glass, and even B4 style documentary zooms if you're using Sony's LA EB1 adapter. So that's a crazy amount of lens choices for one camera. Everyone loves using those little prosumer mics these days for the mirrorless cameras. Well, this thing's got 4 audio inputs built in without needing any adapters. You've got 2 XLRs nicely snuck in on the side there, so it doesn't add too much bulk to the camera. And then you've got your usual hot shoe up here for an additional 2 radio mics, as well as recording ambient with the on-camera microphone. If you get the XDCA adapter for the back, you can also output 16-bit RAW from this thing. That's insane. It's getting old, but it's still not out.